Alright, so I'm going to pick up where I left off with the Archon quest, Wraith's Nocturne. Let's see what's going on here. Wait a minute, could I have just... Yeah, I could have. That was silly me. Okay then. So we looked over the people. Let's start with the ones in this room.
I don't think it's ever been this lively backstage before. I didn't know you were coming today. Hey, have you seen Chuganov? I heard he was coming today. Have you spoken to him at all?
Not really.
I'm with you. This could be just the chance we need.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I want to know why he suddenly changed his stance on Project Stuja. What exactly happened before the most recent Vetcha vote?
For the Rokad, or just out of personal interest?
Shh! There are other people around. Don't say the R word.
That's what those two are up to.
I have to say, even though today was a rehearsal and there were some hiccups along the way, Miss Odette's performance was one of the best I've ever seen, even compared to an actual show.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, especially considering the weight of the subject matter. It takes a truly seasoned professional to do justice to a theme like love and regret. Do you think we were coming on too strong? Odette's ignoring us again.
What about you? What did you think of today's performance?
I think you could have been more expressive.
Huh. That's actually a more insightful critique than I was expecting. My mother would agree. She's always thought that was my biggest flaw. Maybe I need to work on making my facial expressions appear more natural. I'll make sure to save a ticket for you when the show's performance ready.
This doesn't seem like the time or place to bring up the subject of Lelik. I need a chance to speak with her in private.
So unfair. Talk about double standards.
And now it looks like I've been spotted. You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just have a feeling that he might be dangerous.
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response. I wonder what the issue is. The storm, or something else.
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just enjoy moments like this is the day you'll finally understand the meaning of life. Ah, why, hello, sir. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table back at Podvorier Restaurant. Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitya from the Energy Commission.
Greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. I am here to ensure Mr. Mitya's personal safety. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
I'm Traveler, and delighted to meet you both.
Mr. Traveler, I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at me. Any idea what that could be about? I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have done to offend her. Perhaps she noticed me spacing out during her performance?
She doesn't trust you, but we don't know why she doesn't trust you, so no idea.
So, Mr. Mitya, is your work related to Project Stuja?
Yes, that's right. The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me to... Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life. All right, I won't say anything. Sorry, Traveler. As you can see, I'm afraid this pleasant chat will have to end here.
You know, I'm just thinking about this, but that's not a scarf, is it? Doesn't look like it's wrapping around his... Wait, well... There's that part that wraps around the mantle of the cloak. But that's still not a scarf. Whatever. I better look at his model. Okay, it's a scarf attached to it? That is weird. Okay.
And then there's the aristocrats. Easiest of all to deal with. You don't need to use any force whatsoever. All you have to do is show them the rope you plan to tie them up with. Do you know why?
I don't. Do tell.
Because nothing horrifies them more than the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on their precious million more coat. They'll do whatever you ask to avoid that fate.
Unexpected, but funny nonetheless. Tell me another one.
Well, look at that. I got myself a new listener. Hey there. Let me introduce myself. The name's Shram, and I'm a mercenary. The kind that gets paid to do odd jobs for rich folks.
And I am Chuganov, an entrepreneur. If my name is unfamiliar to you, you will no doubt have heard of my factory, the renowned Iskra manufacturing plant.
I'm Traveler. Enjoy your conversation.
Are you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov? How come I've never heard your name before?
Excuse me? Is that a joke? Or are you being serious?
Oh, I'll have to ask my rope later. He's probably tied up more entrepreneurs than I've ever heard of.
That was awkward.
How are you feeling, Tonya?
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you. I'm used to it by this point. I take medicine for it. My brother usually helps to get it ready for me.
Child must take great care of his sister. He's never mentioned Tonya's illness, though.
You know, I actually find this whole thing kind of exciting. Stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm. Having to spend the night with a bunch of interesting characters. It's pretty cool, don't you think?
You're right. It's certainly a novel experience. And I'm sure most kids share that wish.
Kids, huh? My brother always says I'm not mature enough. Maybe he's right. I'm fine, really. Just got a little overexcited.
Look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother will come after me.
My husband has major trust issues. To him, I doubt even this snowstorm is a good enough excuse for me to stay out all night.
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it. I'm not about to stop you if you want to leave. But don't drag me along. Hello? Can I help you?
Are they having an affair? Time flies by as people make lighthearted...
How's it looking,
Okay.
Aloysia?
What was the point of having the thing for me to make the dialogue forward if you're just moving it on your own? That's just stupid.
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing down.
May I have your attention, please? The storm is unlikely to stop tonight, and it'll be even more dangerous outside at night than it was during the day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary. In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office, or backstage. Or on the stage if you'd prefer. We won't mind.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning? The early birds in the audience might think we're part of some experimental new show.
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with a title for the production.
Sleeping Beauty? The Slumbering Heavenly Principles?
What? Gotta admit, I didn't get that one.
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage, please follow me. I'll show you to the rooms.
What was that thing that just moved through the stage area? Was that just a shift from the
I
camera
guess
angle?
I'll call it a night. Though I feel like I won't sleep very well without Paimon here. I'm sure she'll be worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as she looks out the window, she'll probably realize what's holding me up. I wonder if she's feeling any better yet. At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still, I should try and get back first thing tomorrow morning.
What is this? This looks kind of familiar.
Ah, finally. Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us.
What black mist? Where are we?
Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy. There's no way you've forgotten. Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive. Don't listen to a word those black mist cultists say.
Here we go again. The endless march toward survival.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creeping me out. And it's rising. Guess I should head upwards and get away from it.
The black mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the black mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves. We're the only heretics left. The only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
But how do you actually know that they're wrong?
Dangerous question there, Torgoff. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the black mist means certain death.
Okay, but it's not my mind that's the problem. My body's about to give up on me.
I can't do this anymore. I've had enough of being forever on the run. What's the point of it all?
All this will pass eventually, I promise. Keep fighting. It will be worth it.
You accuse the Black Mist cultists of being liars. But you're lying too. There is no end to this path. It keeps going up forever. There was never any hope to begin with.
The cult of the Black Mist has poisoned your mind, Sobolova. Are you thinking of giving up as well?
I am. I think I'll take my chances with the Black Mist over this perpetual torture.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cultists, I'm just too weary.
Then I bid you both farewell. Let me put my personal opinions aside for a moment and say, I hope that you both find peace within the Black Mist.
So we're just gonna give up on them?
Fate always appears so impossibly complicated. But at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare. Their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on, the outcome was both inevitable and irreversible. Let's go. Torgov and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by the black mist. It's just you and me now.
Is it just me, or has the black mist stopped moving?
Yes, it looks like it's satisfied. For now. This happens from time to time. But it won't be long before the black mist starts chasing survivors once again. No one knows how to stop its advance for good. Well, we should make the most of the precious moments of rest that those two bought for us. Huh? Are you really that sleepy, traveler?
Help! Somebody, come quick!
What is it, Chuganov? What's wrong? Huh?
Is it morning already? What's all the commotion? Sounds like it's coming from next door. I should check and see what's going on.
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here. Okay.
What happened to them?
Few people are lying down in the room, completely still, as if they're still asleep. But your gut tells you that they are not sleeping. Somehow, you can sense it in your bones. This is what death looks like.
These two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they would be the ones to die. Have I seen this moment before? Or did I have some kind of premonition? I can't remember what it was.
Let me take a look. No vital signs in either of them. They're dead. The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No wounds on the bodies, no signs of a struggle, and no skin discoloration caused by the buildup of toxins.
But just last night, they were chatting and joking away. This is so sudden.
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions? Even then, the odds of them both dying of sudden complications on the same night are extremely low.
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes, nor does this appear to be a suicide.
Are you suggesting they were murdered?
Who was the first to discover the bodies?
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I wanted to see if the snow had stopped. Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman inside. I just went over to see what was going on. I had no idea they were...
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. When I saw Mr. Chuganov heading this way, I followed him. I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him. The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's still going now. There's no way someone could have come in from outside, correct?
You mean an intruder? No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed if anyone had tried to open it.
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding, or any signs of suspicious activity. I'll follow up with a full search of my own shortly. Go. There is no time to waste.
You pair up with Tonya after a thorough search satisfied that no one else from outside the group is in the theater, and everything's exactly as it was left last night.
Nothing on your end either? Backstage is clear. No signs of suspicious activity.
We checked the basement. Also clear. I don't think there's anywhere here that a living person could hide.
I didn't find anything either.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door? Or any tunnel or passageway wide enough for a person to fit through?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, we'd have sealed it off ages ago. I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the inside, and there's no sign of anyone entering or leaving.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you see in novels and plays, isn't it? The ones where the killer is one of us.
We can't quite jump to that conclusion just yet.
Could he be right? It's hard to imagine something like that happening in real life. Set in a theater during a snowstorm, a murder takes place, and the killer is among us. It's such a classic trope that it seems unbelievable.
Looking at who the killer targeted and the clean entry and exit, it all adds up. I know what this is. It's obvious now that I think about it.
What is? What have you figured out?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open so I would discover the bodies and witness the crime scene first thing in the morning. Such ruthless methods. This was your doing, wasn't it, Lelik?
Lelik?
Huh?
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's the killer?
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokot, anti-Project Stuja. Always works alone. I've read the case files at the Armory Palace. Walk me through your reasoning, Mr. Chuganov. What do you know about Lelik?
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? I already voted against Project Stuja at the Snezhno Gradvecha. You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all that you asked. But Project Stuja cannot be so easily shaken. Not with the rooster in charge.
So he really was threatened by Lelik. That makes sense.
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? I knew it. The Rokot despises the rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your eyes. Show yourself! Which one of you is Lelik, Tell me! I'll do whatever you want! Just stop playing these mind games!
Was this really Lelik's doing? Would Odette really do something like this? If Odette really is Lelik, this seems out of character. But then again, how well do I really know her? I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelik's true identity. But if I reveal it now, I'll be putting Odette in the line of fire. What should I do?
I don't think it's likely that Lelik killed anyone. At least from the stories I've heard, he's never killed anyone before. And his name has never come up in connection with any murder cases. Besides, even if Lelik did want to threaten you, why resort to such an extreme and roundabout method? It's not his style at all.
Vodyanitsa doesn't know that Lelik might be Odette, but her assessment is pretty much identical to mine.
Miss Vodyanitsa, why do you suddenly feel the need to speak in Lelik's defense?
Defense? Oh, no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also, I don't think the Rokot is as bad as you're making it out to be.
Well, if you think I'm so wrong, what's your theory then, Why don't you tell us who the killer is?
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please do not prevent others from expressing their opinions so early on in the discussion.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
So there's still a good chance that Lelik is right here among us.
Controller. I just put a charged battery in you. Stop this.
I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Whoa. Take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. Even the soldiers couldn't get to us. Go out that door, and you might not live to tell the tale. And whoever this Lelik is, they're surely not going to murder anyone in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man. You're safer inside.
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like everyone to cooperate and refrain from exiting the premises until further notice. Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect. Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to keep searching for clues, but make sure you don't go off alone.
What if they dipped into the Shadow Realm a bit?
You're right. That was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected my identity.
Hello.
Oh, phew. It's just you. I thought someone was eavesdropping.
Since Vodyanitsa and I were on the same page earlier, I think I should share my thoughts with the Rokot members first.
You tell Vanessa and Alosha about Child's intel on Lelik and your views on the current situation.
Whoa. Are you serious? I don't know if this counts as gossip, but it's definitely on track to be the juiciest this whole year. Odette? Really? Odette? Oh god, how dumb does this make me look? Lelik has been right under my nose this whole time, and I didn't notice a thing.
Actually, it's exactly what you'd expect. Sometimes, hiding in plain sight is the best strategy.
And now that you mention it, the more I think about it, the more sense it seems to make. It all adds up. What are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4...
What are you counting?
Odette's identities. She's my coworker, specifically a ballerina, and also a Fatous, a member of the Rokot. Now, Lelik. It must be so exhausting. I just want to give her a hug. I guess since I've always known her as a member of the Fatui, it never even crossed my mind that she could be involved with the Rokot, let alone be Lelik. I don't understand. If she's with the Fatui, what reason could she have for being so opposed to Project Stusha?
Probably best if you ask her that in person.
Well, since you waited until now to bring this up instead of announcing it to everyone earlier, does that mean we're all on the same page here?
She doesn't seem to be the type to kill innocent people.
Yeah. Lelik may not follow orders from the Rokot leadership, but as far as I'm concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything, her actions benefit the poor. We need to confront her face to face.
Do you think she'd really admit to being Lelik?
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we'll work on the assumption that she didn't kill anyone, and see how much she's willing to tell us. Now's our chance. Odette's alone. Let's go. Hey, Odette!
What is it, you guys?
Shh! Keep your voice down. We need to talk. So, you're Lelik, aren't you? Alright, fine. You don't have to say anything or explain yourself. Just hear me out first. None of us believes you'd kill innocent people. Whoever murdered those 2 people last night, it wasn't you. The Traveler was the first to figure out your identity, but he kept quiet during the discussion just now. Still, it's clear where the group consensus is heading. Everyone believes Lelik is the culprit. If your identity is exposed, you'll be in a really bad spot. We're your colleagues, and we know what kind of person you are. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So, can you clue us in? Tell us everything. The more we know, the more easily we'll be able to cover for you.
Alright. Yes,
I'm Lelik. And no, I'm not the murderer. And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me. Actually, I'm planning to reveal my identity.
Huh? You're gonna reveal that you're Lelik? Here?
That's right. I'll admit I was surprised at first when Chuganov guessed that I was here. It was just a lucky guess, but it caught me off guard. But after taking some time to assess the situation and confirm where everyone stands, I don't believe I have anything to worry about.
Are you sure you don't need a second opinion? Given the circumstances. Mr. Valeri! What?
Larry gets everyone to reconvene. Odette gets straight to the point and announces that she is Lelik.
So... Odette is Lelik?
I don't know what game you're playing, but you've got a lot of nerve.
It's just one identity. So what if it's exposed? I can disappear and adopt a new identity anytime I please. I made my peace with this when I chose to become Lelik. But more importantly, I promise I am not the murderer. Which means that someone else is. So, if anyone still insists that I did this, you'd best produce the evidence now. Otherwise, I suggest that you bite your tongue. Because if you really believe I killed 2 people without making a sound or leaving a trace, pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
Is this really the truth, Miss Odette?
That's confidence, all right. I believe you.
A real no-nonsense attitude. I can see why Marionette said that she's on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Are you seriously buying this? Hey, officer! She just admitted to being Lelik. Aren't you going to do something about this?
I do have one question, Miss Odette. Why have you chosen this moment to come forward and reveal your identity?
If I didn't say anything, everyone would be focusing all their efforts on finding Lelik. And that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murderer get away with this crime.
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice. A remarkable display of rational thinking under pressure. Clearly, Odette's talent extends far beyond the art of dance.
She thought so far ahead. Ugh, why do I always feel like I'm one step behind her in everything?
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority right now. Let's put the name Lelik and all related incidents aside until further notice. Nevertheless, the group still considers you the prime suspect. I assume you have no quarrel with that, Miss Odette?
I understand. You're welcome to keep an eye on me around the clock. I have no objections.
Mr. Chuganov?
For my wife and daughter's sake, I'll let you off the hook for now. But don't think you're forgiven for breaking into my house and threatening me. Just wait till we get out of here, Lelik. We'll settle the score then.
Good work, Lelik guard team. And Lelik too. Here, have some hot water.
Turns out Valeri knew about my exploits. So now I've been told I have to guard Lelik with him.
Shouldn't you be facing my way if you're guarding me? At the moment, it looks more like you're my bodyguards.
If the true culprit is indeed still at large, as you have claimed, we must keep our guard up against them also.
Don't worry, Tonya. We'll get through this. Once the snow stops, the officials will step in. The investigation will get easier, and then we'll be safe.
But once the snow stops, won't everyone just leave?
You're gonna miss us, huh? Well, some of us work at the theaters, so we'll still be here. I'll even give you a special backstage pass.
Really, Miss Vodyanitsa? That's awesome! You've made a fan for life.
Aw, you're so cute, Tonya. All right, let's swear to it. I promise to give you the pass, and you promise to never change your mind about being my fan.
Promise.
Don't indulge her, Tonya. You don't have to swear an oath over things like that.
You really do get carried away sometimes, don't you, Miss Vodyanitsa?
Hey, mind your own business.
Don't be nervous, Miss Water Imp. Everyone's here. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Excuse me? Do I look nervous? Don't be ridiculous.
Hmm? No. You sound nervous, lass.
Oh. Wait, but how... Okay, plenty of people know that I'm a water imp, but still... How come you understand our primary mode of expression?
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that concept before. Do enlighten me, Vodyanitsa.
Well, it's just... We water imps tend to communicate our emotions to each other by singing, rather than facial expressions. The emotions we convey through song take precedence over our facial expressions. So, we think of it as our primary mode of expression.
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you for a man of culture, but you're clearly rather learned.
It's not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can usually only be understood by other water imps. It's not a simple case of a song sounding happy or sad. And yet, you're clearly human, Mr. Shram.
It's really not the big deal you're making it out to be. I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, I have a... very close friend who's a water imp. A delightful lady. But keep that a secret. Anyway, we spent so much time together that before I knew it, I noticed I could understand her expressions.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Still, the fact that you have a water imp friend is even more surprising. I'd better watch what I'm singing when I'm around you from now on.
Hey, what are you implying? You're not secretly insulting the audience in your songs, are you?
Heavens, why would I do a thing like that?
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangements for tonight. To guard against the killer, someone needs to keep watch.
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight. It will be safer if we all stayed together.
As long as someone keeps an eye on Lelik, I'm quite sure we won't have any trouble.
Are you saying that you wish to bet your life on Miss Odette being the killer?
Nonsense. Of course not.
Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The Traveler, Odette, and I will form the Night Watch. We'll sleep in shifts, but two of us must be awake at any given time.
Fine by me.
An excellent idea. This allows us to handle the Night Watch while also keeping an eye on Lelik. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily trust the Traveler or Valeri either. I expect that plan took you quite some time to come up with, didn't it?
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach. Although the scenario there involves guarding prisoners overnight during field operations. That being said, I must clarify that I harbor no disrespect towards you personally, Miss Odette. In fact, Lelik's numerous covert operations make fine textbook examples for military agents.
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3 of my sleep tonight. I'm calling dibs on being the first to rest. Good night.
As night falls, you and Valerie take the first watch together. Everyone is sleeping on the stage, making for a scene right out of absurdist theater. Eventually, the time comes for the first shift change.
It's almost time. We should wake Odette. How are you faring?
I'm not sleepy. You get some rest. I'll go after you.
Oh, not going to argue with that. I'll take a quick nap. If you start to feel sleepy, wake me up anytime.
It's finally time for Odette and I to share the night watch. I should wake her up. I came here to get information from her in the first place. Maybe I should think about what questions I want to ask before she wakes up.
How long are you gonna keep staring at me?
You're awake? I didn't even wake you yet.
Couldn't sleep. My mind's been running haywire. Plus, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
You too?
I had a hunch that you wanted a conversation too. Let's take this chance to clear the air, shall we? I just had a simple question for you, really. It's, Rosaline. In her final moments, did she have any last words or anything?
Not that I remember. It all happened so fast.
I see. Well, that was all. I have no other questions.
Do you miss her?
No. She was utterly ruthless in pursuing her goals. That kind of person should be hard to miss. And yet, even though I never approved of her methods, and she was an abrasive person, the fact remains that I am indebted to her.
I heard a little about that from Sandrone.
Oh, she told you. I guess that makes sense. I think she and Rosaline were on pretty good terms.
Still, she didn't know the full details.
Yes. Rosaline wasn't the kind to gossip about this sort of thing. Not that it's any huge secret to me, though. When I was a child, I had to join the Fatui for the sake of my mother and me. I trained under Rosaline. It was extremely grueling, and it didn't exactly come naturally to me. All I could do was try to ignore the biting cold and practice, practice, practice. I was a newcomer who'd managed to make a good first impression on a harbinger. There was pressure to live up to her expectations, to be worthy of the fair lady's reputation. Every day was a struggle against the cold, pain, and fatigue. And most nights, I struggled to fall asleep. After enduring all that, I've become almost immune to the sensation of pain. I suppose that was the cost of survival. Surely, any child who had to experience that would grow to hate her lot in life, don't you think?
You really paid an enormous price.
So, I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet. Because in my young mind, that was the only way to defy my fate. It was my way of telling her, the Fatui's demands and your expectations of me are not what I wish for. One day, I will leave. I think she probably blamed my poor performance in training on my passion for ballet. She knew my heart wasn't in it. One time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, she suddenly showed up. I knew she was there to catch me red-handed. I told her, "You don't deserve to watch the dance I learned from my mother." She looked stunned. I guess she was surprised that I lashed out first, before she had the chance. But strangely enough, on that occasion, she wasn't fierce with me like she was during training. Instead, she fell silent for a moment, and then left. After that, she never interfered with my dancing or asked me how it was going. She never came to watch me dance again either. Not even once.
She was a very proud person.
She was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis, I can't help but think of that night. Of the look on her face.
So, this was a gift from her?
Sort of. Although gift might be too kind a term. This is her flame sealed within ice. A symbol of her favor, yes, but also her way of keeping an eye on people. She knew the location of every piece of Core Ignis. If any recipient started acting suspiciously, she'd be onto them immediately. Trust her to make even a mark of approval feel suffocating. So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately crushed their Core Ignis. It gave them a profound sense of relief, like they'd broken free from her shackles. But I kept mine. With my sensitivity to pain being as dull as it is, the warmth from this Core Ignis is one of the few things I can still feel clearly. I still wonder, did she really come to stop me that night? I wasn't sure, but I was scared, so I said some really awful things. I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't settle our differences before the end.
Wait, but Sandrone told me you two had settled things?
Mm-hmm. She did. Are you sure she was talking about this event?
She said that Arlecchino gave Rosaline some advice, and that Rosaline went to see you.
Huh. No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she'd gone to Mondstadt until a while after she'd left. Wait, in that case...
I think you should go and see the Knave.
Okay, I will. Thanks for letting me know.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's mystery illness is being caused by the energy research behind Project Stuja. Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom of this. I figured that since you're Lelik, you might know something about all this.
The ultimate goal of this energy experiment is to create a weapon for the final battle. The weapon's construction was completed in Nodcry. Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful energy.
So that's what they were doing at the Experimental Design Bureau. So this is the purpose of the energy experiments.
Yes. The weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester. And the lab is located deep within the Armory Palace. I'm not sure why this experiment would be making Paimon feel unwell, though. The best way to get to the bottom of it would be to go there in person. Once we get out of here, I'll help you apply for an entry permit.
Are you sure? Let's not forget that you're also Fatus.
And I'm hardly the organization's proudest member, as you know. You answered my question about Rosaline. I want to do you a favor in return. It's that simple.
He heard everything.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
You two seem to be hitting it off.
You made me jump.
I thought you were sleeping.
Of course I was. In the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most inhospitable environments. It's vital to staying alert and energized. Why? Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
Even if he was awake, he can't have overheard us, right?
Well, thank you both for keeping watch. Traveler, I'll take over for now. It's your turn to get some sleep.
Sure.
We get another one of those staircase things.
This is our second night here, but at least I've found out a little more about Paimon's condition. I hope she's been sleeping well the past couple of days. Why do I feel like I'm being watched? Seriously? Is this payback for when I stared at her earlier? But I thought she was asleep. Never mind. I'd better try and get some sleep myself.
Yep, here we go.
Hey,
What are you spacing out for? Are you reaching your limit too?
Where are we? I don't know where this is, and yet it feels strangely familiar.
How long have we been walking for? Do you remember?
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since we noticed that thing above our heads. What was it called again?
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person who named it was swallowed by the black mist.
Whatever it's called, ever since we noticed it, we've been walking up and up, hoping that as long as we reach it, we can find a way out of this place. But it seems like no matter how far we walk, we never get any closer.
Well, we've come this far. You never know. Maybe we're almost there? Come on, enough moping. Let's go. The black mist is catching up.
Monsters! Watch out!
Not again! I've lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful.
What the? What the? Hey, tough guy. What?
How did you get on the other side of the banister, Ethan?
Here they come again! Get ready!
You wanna fight? Let's go! Condense! Gotta run. What the? What the?
Monsters ahead of us? The black mist behind us? It feels like there's no escape.
Shut up! Run faster! Yeah! And take!
Are you hurt, Coolish?
No. I'm fine. It's just... Suddenly, I don't want to walk any further.
I get you. In fact, I reached my limit a long time ago. Sometimes it feels like there's hope where there shouldn't be.
Yeah. The hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us going. But I'm not sure it's real at all. It may just be a collective illusion. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
Are you really going to give up like this? I actually feel like we're slowly getting closer to it.
We know you mean well, but you're only saying that to try and encourage us to keep going, aren't you?
Thank you, friend. But enough is enough. Please don't give me any more false hope. Hope is poison in this place. You're going to continue, aren't you? I admire that. I've given up, but I wish you the best. May there come a day that you catch up to the star and leave this godforsaken place.
2 more people dead when he wakes up.
It's not an illusion. We really are getting closer to the star.
Odette?
Congratulations. You are the first person to make it here.
I actually made it. But how did she get here? The closer I get to the star, the more familiar it looks.
I'm the star's envoy. The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied for now, having devoured your 2 companions. This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue.
Continue? Aren't we going to leave?
Hmm? What do you mean, leave? The star represents the starting point. It's the waypoint for the beginning. Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way.
After everything I went through to get here, this is just the start?
Huh? What's wrong? Hey, don't give up before the journey's even begun.
Is that Vodianitsa's voice? What happened?
Coolish, wake up! Please wake up!
A drama about sleeping, which began as a joke the other day, is now playing out on the stage. No one counted on it being a tragedy. Everyone is gathered around the 2 sleepers in the center of the stage. Without even inspecting the scene, you already know what has happened, as if someone had told you in advance.
The situation is identical to that of the 2 casualties yesterday. We cannot ascertain the cause of death.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be a relevant variable.
Rampana. Coolish.
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact. How could you not notice something was wrong?
I'm as confused as you are. Certainly nothing unusual happened on my watch.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Traveler can be trusted.
No incidents during my watch either. I have no reason to suspect Valerie or Odette either.
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think I was the target, so I just laid there with my eyes closed. I heard the Traveler and Lelik chatting, but otherwise I don't recall hearing any commotion during the night.
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to cough. I hardly slept at all. If anything had happened, I'm sure I would have noticed.
Then, what could possibly be causing this? Once was bad enough. I can't believe it happened again. I worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long. I never imagined that one day they'd... And on the stage of all places...
Vodianitsa...
4 victims in just 2 days, and we still don't have a single lead. I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Still snowing?
Yes, I just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside either.
So we only have ourselves to rely on.
If you ask me, This killer can clearly strike whenever they please. The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Lelik must be an expert in poisoning. Clearly she used some poison that can't be detected on the corpse.
Here we go again.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelik's reason for revealing her identity the real story? Well, now I have my answer. It most certainly was not. She's been playing us for fools. You get off on this, don't you? Revealing your identity, only to carry on with your killing spree?
That's a hideous thought. One that only a hideous mind like yours could dream up.
How dare you!
That's enough! Yesterday, you named Lelik as a suspect because the victims were both wealthy merchants. Lelik might have had a motive then, but today's victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of Odette and mine. What reason would she have to murder them? Let me guess. Just to scare you?
Who knows? Maybe you don't know her as well as you think. I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in this world that have what it takes to kill another person? Not many, I'd wager. Lelik is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has revealed her identity. How could it be any more obvious?
Everything you've said so far is still just conjecture, which doesn't constitute a concrete lead. You need to back up your claims with some evidence.
How can you defend her, officer? What did she say to you while you were on Night Watch? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. You military types are always colluding with criminals to target the rich. All so you can get your grubby paws on our hard-earned fortunes, then tell us to fall in line. The Fatui, the Druzhna, and the Rokot. Thugs, the lot of you. Don't you dare!
Sir, but you were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their opinions yesterday. 4 people have already died. Only yesterday I was chatting with Mr. Coolish. Then we woke up in the morning and he's... Turning against one another is the last thing we should be doing right now.
Little girl.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, he's still one of the victims here, isn't he?
Quite. I had no intention of resorting to violence. But you're right, Miss Tonia. I ought not prevent him from speaking his mind. In any case, I believe Mr. Chuganov has calmed down a little now. We may resume our discussion.
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss? Nothing about this situation is normal.
Did you have an idea, Mitya? You're the brainiac here, right? Come on, clue us in.
I've been mulling something over. All the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette's alter ego, the threats Mr. Chuganov received. But then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever. That's highly unusual. Even with the most careful killers, there's always some evidence left behind.
So what are you suggesting?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to make.
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity. But if the present situation defies all known scientific explanations, I don't mind shifting my curiosity toward the paranormal instead.
Now that you mention it, I remember when I first came to the theater. I heard rumors about this place being haunted. Haunted?
Yeah, I think I heard the same thing. But I mean, they're only rumors, right? We've worked here for years. Surely we would have noticed any spooky goings-on by now.
Well, this has taken an unexpected turn. A haunted theater? If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind? Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies into the same room for now.
I don't really need to check it, so I'll just close it out. Alright. So, that's going to be the end of this segment of Wraith's Nocturne, and I'll see you guys later.